Ramadan is in 2 days, and if you're a student, you're probably thinking the same as everyone else. How the hell am I gonna fast all day, pray Tarawih, and get enough studying done? Be honest, a part of you already feels like you're gonna fall behind massively this month. But here's the truth: Ramadan's not the month you're gonna fall behind in. It's the month that you're gonna build enough discipline that no other student wants to. And I'm gonna show you exactly how by giving you the routine that you can use to balance your studying and your deen without getting burnt out and wasting any time in this sacred month. And this isn't some made-up routine. I mean, last year I was literally revising for the exams that got me into med school, and it was during Ramadan. So the stuff I'm gonna tell you about when to sleep and when to work and everything else, it does work. The first 5 days of Ramadan are the hardest, so you need to protect your sleep because your body's going to be switching to no food and water for the day, and your sleep schedule is going to get messed up. But this is still where most of us are going to make our first mistake, and that's that we'll still try and do everything anyway. Get 5 hours of revision done, go school, go gym, pray Tarawih, and we'll be doing that on 5 hours of sleep. And that's just wrong, because for those first 5 days you need to get a minimum of 7 hours in, and that's because your body's already functioning with no food for the day. And if you're working with half the amount of sleep that you usually get, how do you expect yourself to do all of that with full effort? It's like going to the gym after a long break. You're not going to max out on your first session. You're supposed to ease in, and so it's up to you to decide how you're going to get those 7 hours in. You could sleep an hour earlier than you usually do, and that's going to be easy anyway this month, because here in the UK, Tarawih is going to end at about 8:30 to 8:45 at the start, and it'll go to about 10 by the end of the month. You could also just take a longer nap after school or uni, but a big one in my opinion is just limiting the amount of time you're scrolling on reels at night. Like, sure, give yourself a break, but also think about the energy you're sacrificing for the next day if you're on them for too long. Those first couple of days are really important at getting right, because if you get burnt out really early, then you're just going to be spending the rest of Ramadan playing catch up. But even if you get the perfect amount of sleep, if you're studying at the wrong times, then you're still going to be wasting energy. So let me tell you what actually matters, because everyone's asking this month when should they be revising in the day and how many hours you should be doing. But you're kind of overcomplicating it, because it's less about managing your time and more about just using whenever you have the most energy in the day. And you're going to have the most energy in the day after Sehri and after Iftari. That's it. Like, you wouldn't go play football without having something quick to eat, because you need that energy, right? It's the exact same here. So here's my simple routine of what I'm hopefully going to be doing this Ramadan and when I'm going to be working. So after waking up to have Sehri and praying Fajr, this is the prime time to work, because you'll have complete focus if you slept on time the night before and you just had food as well. But this is the time to get all the hard topics done, the memorizing and all the exam questions all done in this time. And if you can, I'd highly recommend you do it in 90 minutes as well, because so many people have said that this is the perfect amount of time to get the best studying done, and I've even seen that for myself as well. The second best time is to do it after Iftari, but not straight away, because look, you just had a full day of revising early in the morning, school and uni as well, and you've probably done some bits here and there, so it's really good to give yourself some time to chill and relax for half an hour, and then you can get back to work. And again, I would say do it for half an hour if you've got enough time until Tarawih, because if you do that, that'll already be 3 hours in the day, and this studying won't even feel tiring as well. So if you have gotten this far, then congrats, because that's crazy amount of studying to be doing in Ramadan. So unless you've got big exams coming up or you didn't use that time usefully, you don't really need to be doing any more studying in the middle of the day, so you can just do whatever you want. You can spend that time more spiritually, or you could just go to the gym if you wanted to. But if you do need to get some work done in the middle of the day, then the only time you're going to have energy is after a good nap. And even then, I'd still only be doing less heavy tasks like finishing off any homework, watching videos and marking any papers, because this is probably the only time when you're going to feel most hungry until Iftari, so you might as well just do something easy. And that's how simple it is to get 4 hours of work done in Ramadan if you follow that routine. And you know what, the majority of the time it's not even going to feel hard, because you did the work after you had lots of food, so you'll just be chilling. But you know, getting that stuff done every day, it's going to be really hard to stay consistent with this month. So you know what's really helped me get all of that work done in less than 4 hours with full focus is to have intention. And intention is basically where you start your work by first remembering God and asking Him to help you get that work done as easily as possible. And I kind of like before, you know, I thought studying wasn't really related to religion, but I've come to find out that if you're gaining knowledge, especially in a health related degree like medicine or just any subject in school where you're learning about the creation of Allah, then that's all beneficial for you spiritually if you have intention. So the next time you sit down this month to get some studying done, just remember why you're doing it and how you can hopefully help others in the future, not just as a doctor but in any field where you can benefit other people. And you will see all those long hours that feel stressful, they become less stressful, and your revision gets a sense of purpose as well. You'll be way more motivated to get that stuff done straight away, and you'll be less procrastinated in general. And the one final thing that can change everything for you is to actually remember why you're fasting in this month anyway, and just remember Allah more. So lowering your expectations a little bit is actually going to help you, because if you think you can do it this month with 100% studying and 100% worship and still do everything else that you normally do, that's just unrealistic, and you're just going to be giving yourself unnecessary stress when you can't reach those crazy targets. Sure, you're not going to be able to do as much much work as you could in the other months. But it's totally fine to work at about a 70% level for your studying if that means you can maximize the other benefits of this month. And if you're worried about how much you're gonna have to catch up after this month, then trust me, you don't have to, because I did it last year with my A levels. I tried to be as consistent as I could with Ramadan, but you know, every day wasn't perfect. But even after that, I was able to catch up really quickly. So if I can do it, then you can easily do it. And come on, Ramadan only comes once a year. It's not a month that's here to compete with your exam. It's here to discipline you and make you better by the end of the month. So if you can find the balance between getting enough sleep, studying only when you have energy and with the right intentions, and lowering your expectations a little bit, then you'll see this month's definitely not going to be one full of panic and stress, but actually one that's actually going to be spiritually refreshing for you. And you'll see you can still get lots of good work done for your exams. So if you did enjoy this video, then do subscribe so you can see a day in the life of a medical student in Ramadan. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.